We just put this thing staring at this. Don't ask me why. It's almost 12 o'clock in the morning, and I've already downed probably like 3 alcoholic drinks. Don't ask me why. I'm just stupid. I don't know why. It's just too funny. I thought they were actually getting ready. I'm like, shit. Whoa, one of the staff members just cussed over here. Luna's best princess! Yes!
I will announce that BabsCon 2025 will be the final year of BabsCon.
What?
We have decided that we want to send off BabsCon in the proper way with one final party. We want to party harder than we've ever partied before. We want to party until we can't even party anymore.
Yeah!
Event was made possible by the amazing talent at Cinemarket.
And hey, look! Here's the people we're going back to next year. Isn't that great?
Babscon, get in on the fun. There's a party over here. To the fair you gotta run.
Oh shit, here we go again.
We finally landed in the Bay Area after 2 hours of holding my piss. So much misleading, so much of the staff jumping in my fucking case. Fucking COVID-19 restrictions, you fucking name it, dude. I honestly don't know if I'd be back. There's so much drama over this little fucking piece of shit. Honestly, if I had to say so myself, I might be heading to Seattle next. I don't know if I'm gonna attend another year here.
Flaming Dash, Genesis Raptus, Heart Mender, Herbie Hopps.
Yes, thank you!
Yeah. Jet Setter, Lady Logic.
In 2022, I did state I wouldn't be back to these people, but there has been a few things these past few months that have been developing that has changed my mind. The first thing is I've apologized to the staff members. The staff members have apologized to me. And one of them did confirm that yes, there was some misinformation in 2022. Second reason is if we look at the back of this business card, it happens to be their 10-year anniversary ever since they were opened in 2014, which 10-year anniversaries bring a lot of big people, including a lot of big celebrities, which means we're going to be throwing some big money their way, not only because it's a 10-year anniversary, but to also help these people out in terms of their nonprofit organization and their charity work. It's time for us to come back again. So it's almost close to midnight, which means we only have like 4 hours left until we leave. I know I look like shit, but what matters is I shaved, I put some deodorant on, put some Bath and Body Works stuff on, put some clean clothes on. You know, you gotta dress to impress to look good. And I may look like the lead singer of Korn with my hair right now, which I'm gonna fix that. But basically, this is going to be a wild convention. We had basically pulled together a lot of shit to get back. It has been nearly 2 years since we've been at the venue in the Bay Area. 2 years. The last time we were there was 2022. We skipped over the event last year. We went to Seattle. And now today is the day that we start getting ready to head out for San Francisco. And we pulled a lot of strings. We made a lot of phone calls. We made a lot of apologies. We contributed thousands of dollars. We're bringing in a lot of items for the charities, the staff members, the other attendees, free items for the table today. And let's just hope everything goes well. My sister had bought me a new shirt from the holiday season. This is the first time I've ever worn this shirt. This is the first time that I've ever put this shirt on ever since she bought it for Christmas. And I figured, you know what? It's day 0. We're literally like 16 hours away from registration and checking into the hotel. We might as well just walk through our neighboring states that we're traveling through just wearing this shirt. Who knows? We might be able to catch some people that will come and join us at the event. You know what's funny is, on my way to Seattle last year, I had ran across a guy, I think it was his kid and himself. And his kid had asked me about why I'm wearing My Little Pony clothes. And I told her that there's a My Little Pony venue that's going off in Seattle last year, Bellevue. And she basically turned to her father and she's like, Dad, if we have time, can we go check out the venue? I mean, Everfree Northwest is a PG event, so pretty much every single swear word had to be censored. You know, you couldn't have any 18 plus vendors. So this one's a PG-13, so we can go a little bit more on the, language. Let's just hope everything works well, man. We pulled a lot of damn strings to get to this event. So right now it is 3 in the morning. My boarding process starts at 5:35, but the first plane doesn't leave until 6. My ride just basically got up and they're going to be taking me to the airport. And this is going to be the first time we've been back in California for almost 2 years. We were there 2 years ago. We skipped out on last year's event, went somewhere else, and now we're ready to come back. And what happens to be their 10-year anniversary as well. We've been gone from this event for almost 2 fucking years. And it is time to come back, dude. And if I'm correct from the time that's provided here, we have exactly 13 hours until day 0 starts off in California. So we have literally 13 hours between leaving our base of operations and getting to San Francisco before all the preliminary stuff begins. So here goes a long day. It's 5 in the morning. We just got past TSA and their reconstruction. There's no turning back now, dude. We gotta find the gate that gets us to Phoenix International. We're gonna go to California. We're gonna fix things. We're gonna have a good time. Man, this is gonna be a long-ass, tiring flight. Just look how early it is. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, dude, and the only thing you can see is like the tip of those planes. That's mostly it. Alright, well, it's time we go back, dude. We've been gone from the event in the Bay Area for almost 2 years. It's time for us to go and help out some friends in need. Another thing is they said it was going to be like a 4 to 5 minute delay on the runway because it's like heavy traffic. Yeah, definitely heavy traffic. There's another dude that's just right back there that's waiting to make his way. What is that, American Airlines? The company's a piece of shit. There she is. There's Anna Sonny. Oh, and by the power of Izzy Moonbow, we are moving again to new adventures. Here we come, San Francisco. It's time for Daddy to come back after all these years. It is time for me to come back after all these years. For the name of Golden Gates, we shall reach the skies. And we did. So according to what I read, because we got on delay, we're going to be in Phoenix International for 2 hours and 59 minutes. Good thing is we get to San Francisco by 1, which means we only have 2 more hours to linger around until we can get checked into the hotel. So most likely chance we can go find our suitcase, get to the hotel, rendezvous with everybody else, get some food, probably take a shit, and then finally get into our hotel room. Bad thing is, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do in this city. Yeah, I know, I just cussed. Don't mind me, little girl. My cussing is not for the younger ears.
Alright, so I can't tell where we're at. I can't tell if we're in New Mexico or Arizona right now, but I can tell you one thing. It looks like we're in the middle of Cloudsdale right now. Like, I swear to God. I'm pretty sure if you see off in the distance, I'm pretty sure my brother Christopher is over there in the clouds somewhere. Be like, hey man, I know I passed on like 8 years ago, but I'm pretty sure I can see you through that window. Like, it literally looks like Cloudsdale. Look at that. So I'm in, or we're landing what I have reason to believe is Arizona, Phoenix International, somewhere around the area, which I'm pretty sure might be where that blinking light is down there. And I swear this flight is like a pattern of memories, dude. It's just like going into places in the States we've never been to in like years. The last time I was in Arizona was like 2009. I think I was in Flagstaff or Scottsdale. All I know is I was taking care of some family members' estate that basically the guy, let's just say that he did a very unreligious act to himself, and we had a buyer trying to buy off a rich property in Sun Lakes. And if this is indeed Arizona, this is the first time I've been in this state since 2009. And then from here, we're going over to San Francisco International, in which the venue is going to be hosted, in where we haven't been to in like 2 years. And let's just hope things go well this year, you know?
Send into Phoenix, please store laptop computers and similarly sized electronic devices. Small portable electronic devices may continue to be used in airplane mode but must be secure for the remainder of the flight. Please ensure all carry-on items are stored completely under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins, leaving the air around your feet clear. Please raise your seat backs at your table to their full upright and locked position and fasten your seatbelt. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin one last time to pick up any trash, cups, newspapers. Again, thank you guys for choosing Southwest Airlines. Welcome to Phoenix.
So we are in Phoenix. Damn. Well, we just got one more flight to catch and we're back in San Francisco for the first time in 2 years. And man, I got a lot of explaining to do after all this shit.
For two, what I was trying to say was, I think the last time I was ever in Arizona, which is where we are now, is when I was dealing with a family member's estate back in 2009. And since we're not being crowded up in a plane, I can pretty much talk about it now. So back in 2009, my mother's, I think it was her father, my mother's father decided to come out of prison, and most of his family members were dead. And instead of taking it like a big man with his rich little territory in Sun Lakes, he decided to discharge a firearm right in his fucking jugular and blew his brains out all over the walls. It was graphic. Explore the world's music with a music museum in Phoenix. Don't get Octavia Melody involved. She might piss all over it. After a 2-hour layover, it's finally almost time. I guess here we come, San Francisco. A very long, tiring here we come. We're almost there, man. Almost there. It's finally time to leave Phoenix, man. Spent 2 hours in this place out of the whole day. It's time to go home, CJ. See it round like a donut, officer. It's me, Carl. Chill. Alright, Golden Gates. You wanted me to come back to your event. It is time for me to come back to your event. I've been gone 2 years. I missed out last year. It's time Daddy comes home with the milk and the cigarettes. Because here I come, bitch. Man, is that the Phoenix airport right there? Man, if that is, Jesus shit, that's a big airport. Looks like you see something out of like a freaking USS scrapyard or something.
is. There's no turning back, Matt. If there's no meow 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 neon cat meow meow. There's no turning back now. If that is indeed Phoenix International. Adios, motherfucker. It's time to follow that train, CJ. Man, this is like the same thing that happened last time we were here a few years ago, just flying through the clouds right above California, man. CJ, my dog, I told you about smoking that weed. CJ, no. Definitely in the Bay Area. We're definitely in the Bay Area. I recognize all that out there. You guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, we're definitely in California now. I definitely remember all those big old drawstring bridges and shit. Right past all this is like where we start coming in for a landing. I remember this area. Oh my god, CJ the plane. Imagine trying to do a barrel roll in a commercial airliner like this, like you're a freaking GTA 5 pilot. I would pay to see that. It would be some crazy shit. But I think this is the area that reminds me of a few years ago. Yeah. I just heard the wheels pop out too. You already know we're in Cali, dude. Look at that big ass freaking bridge. I don't know what that is. That green, whatever that is. Well, that's probably buried treasure or a sunken road. It could be one of the two. Oh, we're in Cali. Let me see if I can angle it. It's hard to see, but there's a big old island right there. About $100 says that's Alcatraz right there. That big old island right there. Landing, here it goes. Yeah, we made it, baby. We made it to Cali. Let's go. Oh, there. Okay. Oh.
Alright, so in an hour and a half, we will be doing day 0 here at the 10-year anniversary of Bay Area Spectacular. It feels so weird being back at this hotel nearly 2 years later since we were last here. It literally feels so weird. It's like time moved on, but the remnants of this place still stayed the same. For us, we're on the top floor right now. This is the Hyatt Regency SFO in California, dude. Look at how fucking nice this place looks. I forgot how this place looks because I haven't been at this place in 2 years. It's amazing. Day 0 is going to be starting in about an hour and a half, which is where people can pick up their badges, get their plushes, collectibles, everything. It is so freaking crazy to be back here 2 years later when we were here 2 years ago at this very same hotel. Oh, I got a good feeling about this event, man. Day 0 has started here at BabsCon 2024, and you know what? You guys gotta see this. Look at this, dude. Holy shit. Look at this. It's so freaking, oh my god. I fucking love it. This is like the top tier package in California, dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna be ending up in a coma before I even get home. Holy sweet Willy Wonka shit. Oh my lord, look at this. Holy shit.
GTA 5 is LA mainly, so it's like see majority of the surroundings that you would see via in-game.
How's Blake's Slaughterburger compared to this? Blake's Slaughterburger ain't shit compared to this.
Yeah, because I never had Blake's.
Blake's Slaughterburger is complete shit compared to this, dude. Blake Chandler can go fuck himself. He ain't got nothing on this. I can see why now they're expanding all over the fucking place now, man.
Dude, yeah.
Now they got some supposedly in Albuquerque now that they're gonna try to open up. Oh, man.
Check this bite. Check this bite.
Yeah, eat that shit. Oh, my God. Oh, look, there's your ex.
So we're back in California and day 0 is over, but I'll tell you one thing though. No, that was mine. I'm sorry, Goldie, I didn't mean to do that. But I'll tell you one thing though, as I was saying before I turned into an idiot. You remember when all those state police officers decided to traffic meth and child pornography and cause an active shooting at my job? And, well, not the cops, but that dumbass 19-year-old kid. I got a rare, one-of-a-kind little beauty. And hopefully it'll help out the event. I see they put up spotlights in this building. I don't know if those are new, but they definitely don't look like what we experienced 2 years ago. And yeah, today is the end of day 0, which means tomorrow is the opening ceremony and the real fun begins. Other than, of course, this thing. But you know what? Tomorrow's where the real fun begins. Andrea Libman, Jeremy Whitley, Andy Price, Ellie Ray, a whole bunch of vendors everywhere, including a pornography vendor. Yeah, you can definitely smell that.
Oh my God. They're like 10, bro. Leave them alone.
They're like 10, bro. Leave them alone. This is Spidey Pants. She was mine when I was your age. Oh my God.
Really do.
Here comes Celestia Twilight.
Stampede.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Don't fake, bitch! Is your friendship ended? Okay, well, we have muffins. Then I guess we'll take 6 pizza. It's alright. I know I'm a bigger.
Oh shit!
Come inside me before you go. Okay, I got an idea. We best go inside. Nice work, Applejack. Hello? Come so no pony could see what's about to happen. Oh, look at this.
What the fuck? Alright, here we are. The first day of the 10-year anniversary here in California. and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. But we're gonna be heading to Max's of Berlin game for breakfast. But just decided to see how everything is doing this morning. You know, how the aftermaths are available and what the staff members were cooking up last night. You know, before the big event. This is kind of like our B-roll of Seattle, if you will, for the massive event here in California. And yeah, this weekend we're going to be joined by Jeremy Whitley, Andrea Libman, Andy Price, Ellie Ray, and it's going to be a big ass Willy Wonka themed anniversary here in the Bay Area. We pulled a lot of strings to get back to this hotel. We made a lot of phone calls, we contributed a lot of money. This is our second time back at the venue in 2 years. We might as well take every single opportunity that gets thrown at us. And it doesn't look like they did much, but that's not saying that they don't have anything cooked up for today. But yeah, literally look, we pulled a lot of fucking strings to get back here. Another gold boy with our name on it, dude. A nice little shiny boy. A nice little shiny boy with our name on it, dude. So, how's that for all that drug money in that state that I came from? All them corrupt politicians and dumbasses and corrupt cops and God who knows, putting all that hard labor wages into helping out a non-profit organization in California that needs the money. Look how shiny it is. Look how crispy it looks, man. If you thought me getting congratulated during the closing ceremony in Seattle was bad, we're taking the Bay Area by storm with us too. Because I'll tell you guys what, this $3,000 badge, that's all metal and has our name all over it and everything. We pulled a lot of strings to get this thing. We contributed $3,000 to help out their nonprofit organization here in the Bay Area. We basically hustled our asses off behind a bunch of guns and drugs and people at my job that just don't really, take pride in their work. And, the management looks to me to get stuff done, and I overwork myself to do it. And you know what? The more and more that I think about it, and even though we're at the 10-year anniversary this weekend, the more and more that I think about it, I might be coming back again next year to help these people out with their financial situation. COVID-19 really slapped these people in the ass with a $50,000 financial situation. And, the only reason they were able to afford 4 guests of honor this year for their 10-year anniversary, which I'm not going to say is depressing, but it's sad, is because of the whole $50,000 financial situation. And back in my own state, I have to deal with a bunch of state police officers that think it's appropriate to deliver methamphetamines to minors, that think it's appropriate to traffic child pornography, that think it's appropriate to cause driving while intoxicated charges, when we could be putting a lot of that money, especially hard labor wages, into a non-profit organization that really needs the fucking help. Hear me out. If you guys feel like helping out Bay Area Brony Spectacular, I will go ahead and link a copy of their donation link into the description. And basically, any little bit helps if you guys feel like helping out. Because, nobody should have to deal with a financial situation on their 10-year anniversary. And, a lot of the people here at the Regency SFO, these My Little Pony people, they keep the money flowing in this place. Just imagine what happens if this was to turn out to be the final BronyCon. I mean, a lot of people were heavily impacted because the final BronyCon got up and left the Baltimore Convention Center in Baltimore, and it had already been over for almost 5 years now. Imagine if this event that we're in California never pulled through the way they did. I'm not sure if this is the right area, but look, they're even getting all the signs all set up. Calming Cove, where people can step away from the event and just, you know? Just, I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, all you had to do was just follow that damn train, CJ. Because, honestly, you gotta give the people at Bay Area some props. If it wasn't for the community that pulled together and helped raise over $50,000 because, you know, of their financial situation, we wouldn't be here at their 10-year anniversary right now. Matter of fact, last year would have been their final year, and I probably wouldn't have been here to witness the final year. These people would have closed their doors just like BronyCon did. And you know what? We're gonna help these people out. Oh, fuck. Okay. So it's about like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to Max's of Burlingame right down the road for breakfast before we start our day. You know, you can't start your day without having some orange juice and bacon like a real American. So you got an egg truck at 6 o'clock in the morning in California, right down the road from an event where a bunch of people are busting their nuts and their waifus' asses. Horse waifu asses. Makes sense. I don't know, I just had to vlog it. I thought it was the stupidest thing I thought of.
I'm Fluttershy, and I like fucking...
Walking across the skybridge, and I looked at, like, you see how the windows are set up like that? And right across these windows, and you can see these couple in like half fursuits and like half naked fucking the shit out of each other, bro. And they were clapping cheeks, like, and security had to knock on their fucking door. It was wild.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine somebody getting their tits popping out to all these people driving by. Big old fucking lengthy dick hanging out and shit. Oh, look at that. They already got everything set up. Oh, this is where we have to go. Right here. Charity. Sequoia B. That's where we're dropping to make money for medically fragile children this year. That's where I got a bunch of shit that needs to be dropped off. A whole Frito-Lay box, if anything. But look, they have oh, look at that. After dark vendor section. That's where people go to buy their pussy. Literally. That's where people go to buy their pussy. Their pornography of their, you know, favorite character. That's what I was talking about last time when we were here 2 years ago, was that area is like an 18 plus, no cameras access area. And it's like a fucking entire pussy fest of just clout everywhere. That's what makes Bay Area different from everybody else's. They have an area that's, I think it was over here last time, that's just open until 1 o'clock in the morning where people can go and buy poon. You know, the more and more that I travel, the more and more it feels like I'm Macaulay Culkin or Tim Curry. I don't know why. Macaulay Culkin be running around New York City with a stolen credit card, or even Tim Curry being like one of these receptionists at the hotel, be like, "Hello, little boy. I hope you enjoyed your time. So what's the matter, stolen credit card?" They're testing something over here. Oh, they're setting up in here. That's what's going on. Oh, okay. I forgot. Today's the first day where they're doing the opening ceremony. That's what's going on in there. I forgot about that. Whoops. They're testing out their sound equipment or something. Yeah. I was about to say, who the fuck is playing that funky ass, good ass music?
I thought there was a Pinky cover for that song, to be honest. I've never heard that.
Me neither. I've never heard California Girls in a fucking Pinkie Pie version. Where can I sign up to get that song in my mixtape?
The guy that worked at FedEx who thought that Applejack was real and just started undone.
Oh, hell no.
Applejack would not approve of this behavior, man. Just being honest.
Let's not talk about that for the cop over there, please.
He's like, I gotta be honest. Bro started playing Pumped Up Kicks. Got pumped.
Yeah, got pumped over his fake wife, so he just unleashed a bunch of lead into people at a FedEx. Yeah, that's fucked.
Bro, son, I gotta deliver these packages. I need to stop.
That is fucked. Shut up.
Stop. He's like,
you gotta get the cops on you. You keep going on with that shit.
It's a funny joke.
I just love how the Burlingame Police Department gets involved with our creativities. This is the craziest time that I've ever seen law enforcement get involved with the My Little Pony fan base. Oh, that's on the weekend of my birthday.
I like that. You actually have this accord.
Fucking GTA 5 My Little Pony heist over here.
And Shiny Nova, and I found Twilight and Applejack in a thrift store with Scootaloo.
Yeah, dude. Sandwich stuff. Yeah, he was like really killer on the sandwiches. I was like, let's go.
I brought a crock pot to make a Castilian.
Any cliche you can throw at me. We're here for each other through thick and thin. You're always welcome in your apple kid.
Yeah!
More fun than the color pink or balloons flying over your favorite drink. Love life in unison as we party across the
fridge is mostly packed because it's
apples together. Apples together, we're a bit more.
No matter what comes, we will face the weather. We're apples to the door.
Yeah! I'm in the vendor section, and all I'm gonna say right now is no, I am not going to be showing any of the vendors for the concerns of their privacy, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a reason why. So I didn't even know this until recently some staff members brought it up. But one of the reasons they jumped on my case 2 years ago was because I was filming in the vendor section. And apparently I didn't know we had such disgusting people in the world. But the reason that they were being so protective about the vendor section, especially the 18 plus, is because people take snapshots of somebody else's art and then turn around and illegally reproduce it for a profit. And I didn't even know that that was a fucking thing. So all you're gonna hear in this clip is just audio and no video. And this is the only clip that I'm taking, just to let you guys know the reason why I'm not gonna be filming in the vendor section this year, because, you know, for their privacy and their artwork, as well as the amount of disgusting people in today's society that turn around and forge the artwork illegally, I will be protecting their privacy, but we are in the vendor section right now. All right, let's unload some of these. Just get rid of these and have fun. Okay. All right, so we got these from the official artist of the event. And this is a little mystery bag, so I wonder what's inside. Artwork, I don't know what it's supposed to do, but fuck it. We'll find out, won't we? And I got a little tote bag.
The second charity is one from across the United States. It's a little-known charity, one that's very near and dear to my heart, called Angela's House, which is located in Long Island, New York. Do we have any New Yorkers in the audience? You guys are the real ones! But Angela's House is a service that's been around for 30 plus years, housing and giving services to medically fragile children who need 24/7 care. And they provide medical services to their families, 3 houses across Long Island to provide 24/7 service to them and give their families resources when insurance cannot. They are all wonderful people and have helped over 600 families in the past 30 years, and we are honored to be helping raise money for some wonderful children because we kind of stole their children. And sadly, since they are all the way in Long Island, they couldn't bring a rep here today. However, they did send a little message for us, AB.
any alcohol, anything which avoids the American grandparent like me.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Ella, one of the many children who were helped in Angela's house. She's been there since 2014, and the money that you raise today at our events and charity auction and everything will be going to children like her and LGBT people here in the Bay Area. And I want to raise $25,000 during BabsCon this year. Can we make that happen?
Yeah!
For the children.
Awesome. So be sure to come by to the charity room, donate some items. Mayor Gallery is also in the charity room, which will also be raising money for the con. And just a bunch of other things. Thank you so much for your generosity over the course of this convention.
We heard this program with an important news announcement. There are fake golden tickets on the loose. Please
Fake
do not
golden
accept these
tickets?
counterfeits from known forgers and suspects in Congress, Slim and Slam.
Get out of here!
Flim and Flam are giving fake golden tickets.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
The Hoofa Loofas. Oh no.
Oh shit.
I've got the perfect puzzle for you.
I gotta get a picture of this.
If you're wise, you'll listen to me. What do you get when you don't wash your bum? Thinking so much because your friends to run. What are you doing? Getting no sleep. What do you think that will reap? I don't like the look of it. Hoopa, loopa, doopity-da. If you are kind, you will go far. You will live in happiness too. Like the hoopa, loopa,
This shadow's really put my
Want to give a special shout out to Koa, who put this entire montage together.
Koa Pony?
Thank you so much, Koa!
Oh shit, okay.
Now, I'm going to start this right over here. I want you all to take a look at this very talented lineup right here behind me. This right here is the most musicians BabsCon has ever had in its entire 11-year history. We're setting a record.
Holy shit.
Also want to point out really quickly, the printed schedule in your con book is outdated. The correct schedule is online at our website. It is available right now, so be sure to download the online con book to get the most current version of the schedule. We also this year are going to have shiny party favors, probably on the tables at the
They were going to
entrance.
change it.
They're going to be like glowing and stuff.
So we've been dropping off free items almost all day, and now let's go drop this fucker off. That's right. From my own personal old stashed inventory, I'm bringing some items to help some medically fragile children. Our goal is to raise $25,000 while we're in California. And you know what? It's time to get rid of some old items, bring in some new ones, and hope that some medically fragile kids get the treatment they deserve. Just like the couple $1,000s we raised in Seattle last year when we were with all the Netflix celebrities and shit. Alright, so we got a bunch of table with like free items, and I've been contributing a lot of free items to just get out of my inventory. And then I come across this. You are loved and mattered. You think it's like a derpy card, right? Wrong. It's the word of Jesus Christ.
some motherfucker dare put a Bible verse on a cute card. You tricky little son of a bitch. You tricky little motherfucker. So it's almost time for us to go to the dinner event with Andrea Libman. And you know what? I'll show you what's new, motherfucker. I'll show you what the fuck is new! What the fuck? Bruh. Start sounding like a fucking Minecraft zombie. Why did somebody flip it upside down like that? You know what? I bet you if I do it like this. Oh, damn. I was hoping it would like be like some Sonic Advance 3 Cybertrack shit where it would like flip the phone around or flip the screen around if I did it like that. Never mind.
Adventure Ponies, a web-based flash game from the early 2010s that was on the Hub's website when G4 was still popular. Completely from scratch. There is a cheat code to unlock the other ponies, but I gotta reapply that.
Every time.
But yeah, every time that I restart the computer. So to move, you do left and right on the joystick. Jump, you press up. To shoot Twilight's magic, you press down. Now what's the button used for? It's used to teleport. You go to one of these teleport pads right here, and then you press the button.
About ready to enter day 2, which means it is coming down to the wire on where the event in California is coming to a close. And unfortunately, I gotta head back to my shithole of a state on Monday. But you know what? At least it was good coming back here for the first time in 2 years and helping out a non-profit organization and their friends when they need it, you know? It's all looking around for the golden tickets that supposedly you can like have a $5,000, you know, dude to cook everything. But at the same time, I could go find the tickets myself, like take part in it, but I feel like my year and a half, 2 years worth of planning just to get back here is just signifies enough to, you know, these people. I've spent $3,000, total of $3,800 to get back here. After having my job shot up, reading reports of state police officers involved with trafficking drugs, child pornography, DWI charges, everything. And the most that I just wished is that $3,000 that I contributed to these people, I hope it helps their venue grow. Fuck yeah, let's go join them. This dude flew all the way from Finland to perform in California.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to say other than, yeah, this is going to be a set filled with a bunch of cool music, some old, some new, some you probably haven't heard. Let's go.
Right now we just reached the midnight hour on day 2, and I have to point this out because it's crazy. Even though there's a party going off, I have to show you guys this shit. As you all know, we've been gone from the event for a couple of years, and the artwork they went with this year is just too fucking goddamn adorable, and I love it. Basically, as we all know, this is their 10-year anniversary this year, and they've done a lot of crazy stuff this year. And look at this. They decided to do a let me put this down for a second. They decided to do a Willy Wonka themed 10-year anniversary. Just look how fucking nice that artwork looks, man. I'm sorry, but that is both cute, adorable, and a blessing to be back. And if Warner Brothers is gonna slam me off a copyright infringement, well, forget them. Artwork in particular, you can definitely tell that they tried to go for Willy Wonka on this one. I almost said Golden Gate, so that's the name of the mascot. You guys want to hear a real party? Welcome to Bay Area Spectacular 2024. We got a guy that's all the way from Finland that's fucking performing live tonight. I remember when we were about ready to head out for this event, I talked about how Daddy's coming home with the milk and the cigarettes. Well, I'm not coming home with the milk and the cigarettes, but I got one of these rare, one-of-a-kind freaking motherfuckers. So, yeah, man.
It's not till later on in the day. It's a Smash tournament and...
What we got cooking in here? Well, it looks like all the free items that I had contributed, looks like they've all been picked up. Well, it's a good thing I got 2 large boxes full of stuff back home, so if or when we do come back again, which I'm highly thinking about it, and when they decide to confirm another year, I'll make sure to fill up my pouches again and drop more on the free table. The stuff that's in the charity auction, let's hope we raise some money. They said they wanted to raise $25,000 for these medically fragile kids. Let's see if we can't break that goal, because I literally had to transport a whole Frito-Lay box full of items to this venue. That was like literally like a whole shitload of items. I can't even remember how many was in there. I think like anywhere from like 1 to 10 items. They did it as like a silent auction loose case, but it was a lot of shit. What makes it even more interesting is yesterday a guy came across me in the vendor section the other day, and he asked me for an autograph, and I just asked him like, yes, that was me, and if he can get an autograph, which is weird because rarely anybody asks me for autographs, and it's kind of weird that you know, I bumped into somebody who was a fan of the channel that's here in California that ran across me in the event, and then like, hey, yo, can I get your autograph? And I'm just like, sure. Like, of course, you know, he might say something like, hey, he was a weird individual or something, but like, I never expected anybody to physically go to the area where people buy their goods and then be like, hey, can I get an autograph? And I'm just like, sure. Like, nobody's ever asked me for an autograph before, and it's fucking nuts. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh. Yeah, that's where the people, they buy their pornography of their favorite character. That's the spicy zone. Right past these doors is the vendor section. I'm not filming in here, so I'm cutting the cameras off. And we'll see you guys in like an hour.
He was like, what is that? And I'm like, he's like, I'll buy it off you. And he bought it off of me for $350.
Holy shit.
He bought his used pussy from him for $300.
There are markets specifically for that, other than Bad Dragon. There's American Meat. Yeah, there's that one dude that 3D prints his molds.
Yeah. There's Werewolf or whatever the fuck it's called.
But
the Werewolf website.
The dedicated
I just spray paint my horse carpet.
I'm scared.
Just the right height.
It's fuck gross.
Yeah, that is the legend.
The man that buys another man's used pussy and then fucks it.
Yep.
He probably hasn't even watched it up.
Has like this fart suit fetish. Pretty fucked. He literally
That's
is obsessed with shit. Yeah. Tell me about it. I thought Chris Chan was bad.
Well, I met a dude that draws.
Dude, that reminds me.
That stuff.
Chris Chan's supposed to be here.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, supposedly
He said that he was coming to BabsCon. I would.
Yeah, supposedly there's.
He behaves because he's not like permanently banned unless he does something.
Yeah, apparently there's rumors floating around he's supposed to be here, and already a lot of the staff already know of his suspicious, disgusting behavior. Like one of the vice chairs is like, yeah, we're keeping an eye out to make sure. And I'm just like, oh shit.
Dude, I'm so excited. This is gonna be a good con.
Oh yeah, dude. So far, so good.
Hey, let's see if we can get the Burlingame Police Department to go and fucking sniff Chris everywhere he goes.
Dude.
Bring the fucking drug sniffing dog or some shit.
Did you notice how many cops were around?
Yeah, something happened. I have no idea.
Dude, every party I went to, there was like a line of them doing stuff.
Yeah, it's because they're looking for people with drugs and other things.
A lot of people had drugs. Like half the people I talk to, they're like, dude, I'm really high right now. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
Like even a bunch of the vendors in the 18 plus hall were fully just made. It was kind of.
Look at that, man. I found Bahia Watson. Look at that. Hello, friend from Seattle that we haven't seen each other in 8 months. This fucking elevator, it reeks. It smells like somebody's been washing themselves in white rain or some shit. Like they just came in like smelling like coconut.
Going down.
Drug heads. In case you don't know, because of those drug heads in my so-called state, we got a top floor suite again, just like we did in Seattle. We're one floor less from being at the top of the building. Because there's only 9 floors on this building, and we're literally 1 floor down. But yeah, this is literally us. This is literally the floor that we're camping on for the weekend. Look at this. This is literally what we have to see, being all the way back up. A matter of fact, one of our hotel rooms is actually right here. One of these 4 over here. And we got a nice little window side view of everything going on. But yeah, man. 2 years ago at this very same location, we were just not having anything at the venue. We come back this year, and despite them having a financial situation, they somehow still managed to pull through. And even though we only had experiences with Andrea Libman, Ellie Ray, Jeremy Whitley, and Andy Price, this was actually more of a surprising better year than what we dealt with 2 years ago. And I'm gonna say this right now, it was a good call coming back. It really was. Even though, you know, these guys, they're going through a financial situation and they could only afford this or only afford that. I had such a fucking blessed time, and we're only halfway through the venue. Like, literally, look at this shit. You guys remember how I talked about contributing $3,000 to a non-profit organization? There's one of these with my name written all over it. I'm one of the 10 royals that busted my ass off to contribute to help these people out. In my own backyard, I deal with a bunch of drug offender police officers that traffic methamphetamines and child pornography, alongside with the fact that my job was involved in an active shooting last year. All that money went to helping these people out. And helping ourselves out, too. This is fucking insane, dude. This was way better than what happened a few years ago. Even though you know they're dealing with a financial situation, I don't think I've ever gotten pissed off once this year, and that tells something good. This is Buttons Arcade, and you know what? Even though it's a My Little Pony convention, they got the whole setup at this place. Look at this, they even got Smash Bros. Melee going on. Bruh, you wanna smash? They got all kinds of stuff. This isn't just a My Little Pony convention for grown-ass men. This is a My Little Pony convention for gamers too, bro. Got the old shit in here. Of course, they're borrowing it from a museum, but they got the old shit in here. This was the thing that I was talking about a couple years ago. You guys ready? You guys heard of Mario Kart 64, right? You guys ready to see a My Little Pony version on the EverDrive? If you think it's just regular Mario Kart 64, just wait for it. Pony Kart 64, dude. There is literally a ROM hack, My Little Pony themed Mario Kart 64 version on the freaking EverDrive over here that they're running at this venue. And I know it looks like regular Mario Kart, but just look at it. That right there, that's Rarity. There's Trixie down there. And that right there, I believe, is Derpy. It's hard to tell though, but I believe that right there is Derpy. Look at that. Bowser's Castle 64, except the EverDrive is playing as fucking Trixie. Look at this shit. Look at that. That is nuts, dude.
You were voicing the Angel Bunny in Fluttershy's Bunny.
Ooh. Those are both fun. And challenging, like you said. Maybe Angel Bunny, that was pretty fun.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Goth Fluttershy is one of
Oh,
the
Goth Fluttershy, that's
versions of Fluttershy.
true.
I'm curious. Was that did that well? Do you have any roles that you regret doing?
Ooh. No.
We want you to be this ghoul character. It's okay. I'll be a ghoul character. I can do that. Okay, but you're only half a ghoul. What are you talking about? I'm only from here up. My guts are falling out. And I'm called backpack. Because I'm carried around in a backpack. And I go feral in the middle of it. I'm going, this is amazing. This is crazy.
If My Little Pony, if Hasbro ever called you back to do it,
Or
prefer to leave MLP in the past and just let it be what it was and then upgrade it.
No, I think it should be resurrected. And
Who here reads the G5 comics? Okay, awesome. Then you know that they brought Discord back in the very early run. And this
really, in my opinion, expertly by Terry, our voice director. Tons and tons of ad lib in the movie. Because the script was always changing. They just didn't know what they wanted. And we were told to make it funny, to try and bring some humor. But always, like, we're always ad-libbing and hoping, and then, yeah, they do keep, and it's hard for me, like, we'll do that in the studio, we're always ad-libbing, we don't know if they'll take it or not, right? You just don't know until it airs, which is a year later, and then, what did I do, what was in the script and what was not? I don't know. So, I apologize, it's a lousy answer, but
Makes sense.
Yes.
Pinky and Fluttershy, and you're switching back and forth.
Yeah.
And Ashley is going Rainbow Dash and Applejack going back and forth, having a conversation between 4 characters just being too active.
Well, yeah, of course, all the time.
Back and forth, Wow. I wish they had video.
And probably Tabitha doing like 5 other characters.
Oh,
yeah.
I have just a weird question to ask. So I know a lot of people here would probably be backing me up, but how would you feel being known that you're one of everybody's favorite main 6?
It feels wonderful. I love it. I mean, everyone's got their favorites, and it can be anyone. I think it's all wonderful. It's an honor when it happens to be Fluttershy or Pinkie Pie. I mean, Fluttershy did win at San Diego Comic-Con for fan favorite, and I mean, I do think that sticks, and that she is the ultimate favorite, so. I'm being cheeky. I think one of the best things about this fandom is like what you like, right? That's the whole message. Be happy, like what you like, own it. It's all good. So, yeah.
I think that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I literally cannot believe you just fucking said that. I'm so fucking done. You're literally saying that Big Mac and Apple Bloom should commit incest even though Apple Bloom is a fucking minor. You're so done. That's so fucked.
Is she a minor?
I believe so. You're talking about fucking a kid over here.
She's better than that.
Are you sure she's better than that? Because that sounds gross as fuck, bro.
Dude, horses can reproduce at age 1.
I don't know, man. I think you might. I think you might need some help.
It's a cartoon, bro.
I know, but still, you're talking about a fucking kid getting eloped by a bigger man. Like, what the?
Eloped? Like, possibly raped.
Oh, that's even worse. Talking about your cousin raping you, that's even fucking worse.
Are they cousins? I thought they were brothers.
Yeah, I thought they were like related. Aren't they like the whole Apple family? So you're talking about little sister and shit? Little sister, cousin, whatever the fuck?
There was a panel that showed a meme. It was Apple Bloom saying, "Granny, I'm gay." And she was kissing Scootaloo. And then it was Apple Bloom kissing Rarity. And I was like, "Granny, I'm gay too." And Granny was like, "Any goddamn pony in this house who likes men?" And then it goes to Apple, to Big Mac. He's holding shining armor and Brayburn, and he's like, "Yup."
Fucking mess. Waiting to go ahead and take a photo op with a Princess Cadence cosplayer. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. There we go. Only 1 of 10 of these little fuckers made. And I love the fucking shit out of it. You know? Bay Area 2024 is actually not that bad. I'm actually glad that I came back again. Even though I had a little bit of a whatever, a conniption, if you will, in frickin' 2 years ago. And then I missed out last year and I went to Seattle for all the Netflix voice actors. I definitely feel like it was a good call coming back, dude. And tomorrow's closing ceremony. And there's a chance my fat ass is gonna be on that stage in front of a lot of people that I've made friendships with, and I feel like I fixed a lot of things this year. So look, there's Twilight, and there's Cadence right there. They show the actual cosplayers right now because they're busy talking to other attendees right now. And it's pretty hot here in the Bay Area. It was raining yesterday. It's a nice clear day today, so I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of humidity. And they decided to mask off to get some air real quick. So out of respect for their privacy, I'm not gonna show their fursuits. At least yet. Probably just rip this out of the bag because TSA is gonna be like, "Oh yeah, there was a bunch of items and bags in your suitcase." Bruh, the government is fucking retarded. They tried to literally say that there's a lock on my suitcase. Bruh, do you see any fucking locks on this suitcase? Do you see a single goddamn fucking lock on this suitcase? Let me show you something, you dumb motherfucker. Do you see any locks anywhere? Do you see any goddamn locks anywhere on these fucking cases? Oh look, there's not one there. There's not one there. There's not one there. There's not one there. And it works perfectly fine, literally. It zips. Zips. And it opens. And it unzips too. Whoever the TSA agent is, the Transportation Security Administration agent that tried to say that my suitcase was locked when I don't even have a lock on it. I'm not even hiding anything in here. I literally have no fucking lock on this suitcase anywhere. Whoever the Transportation Security Administration agent is that tried to say that there was a lock on this suitcase, 50 bucks says he's probably a registered sex offender. Alright, I emptied out the contents of this box and I put it in my suitcase. Just in case if the government wants to be bitches about this too, literally. I emptied the fuck out of it and I'm taking this wooden box with me back home. About there's a lock on here when there's no locks on a suitcase whatsoever. Yeah, the only lock that's gonna be on here is gonna be the lock on you when I turn you in for being a fucking sex offender. I mean, I'm gonna say this, just in case if anybody misconstrues me being pissed off at the event again. It's not the event I'm pissed off at. It's the stupid ass government people that we hire in this fucking country that don't do shit that I'm pissed off at. Talking about, oh, there's a lock on your suitcase and we couldn't gain access to the contents when there's no goddamn lock on this suitcase. Meanwhile, wasting my fucking time and I had to go to the goddamn TSA, or not TSA, the motherfuckers at Southwest to pick up my shit instead of it being loaded with the rest of the stuff. All because of some pansy ass security administration dickhead. My fucking god. I shouldn't be pissed at a happy event. But the fact that we have a bunch of corrupt, dumbass, dick-sucking government workers is fucking hilarious. Like I said, I'm not pissed about the event. I had a fucking blessed time this year, dude. Everything went exactly as planned, better than what happened a few years ago. I'm more pissed about that we're hiring a bunch of retarded government workers that can't do shit around this country. Dude, we found Lulu. We found Lulu, man. We found him. Hey, yeah, you too, man. Thank you. Dude, that's just crazy. We got a Cadence cosplayer, a Twilight cosplayer, a Luna cosplayer, Andrea Libman shows up after so many years. Holy fucking shit. I would never be able to look at this event the same anymore after this weekend. And what I mean by that is... Oh my god, there's a Zip Civic now. Bro, what the fuck is going on around this place? A Zip Civic? A Princess Zephyrina? What the fuck is going around this place right now? Dude, this is like prime time for crazy shit. Holy fuck. Anyways, what I was saying was, I'd never be able to look at this event the same anymore. And what I mean by that is, even though they're dealing with a financial situation, this was way better than what we dealt with 2 years ago. And honestly, I think coming back a few years later was a good call. We just have to get these people to get out of a financial situation now. And then hopefully everything will be better. Bro, look, you literally have all the cosplayers here. There's Cadence. There's Twilight down there. There's a couple of these guys. I'm pretty sure that's Hitch. And then there's Lulu. Oh my god, man. Oh, and there's Starlight. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. You can sit by.
I thought you meant for less airbender.
Honestly, call me a bitch if you will, but Ellie Ray just made my evening. Literally, look. You are magic, Bing Bong, love eternally, Ellie Ray, Miss Main / Grandma Figgy. And during the whole time during the signing, she was talking about how, you know, and a lot of people are on this venue. They've said that. She was talking about how I'm important in this fandom, and I put a lot of, you know, efforts to get back here, and a lot of these people, I can't even speak because I'm like close to fucking tears right now. But a lot of these people, they basically just, I can't even finish the fucking video. That's how emotional it is. So I think one of the most interesting things about this event was some guy came up to me in the vendor section, and he had asked, I can't speak, he had asked for my autograph, and which was a shocker to me because rarely anybody asked me for autographs, so I know it was like a weird like response, like, yes, I'm him, or something like that. I don't remember what I said, but rarely anybody asks me for autographs or to autograph anything. It's like really weird. Like, I go to an event to have fun, and then people start asking me for autographs, which I don't mind doing, by the way, but it's just highly unusual because I rarely do them. You guys have to remember that I'm an unmonetized partner on this channel. I've tried fighting with the YouTube system so many times. I've tried to monetize this page so many times, and every single time I've gotten turned down, and YouTube just doesn't seem to give a shit about me. Like, they really, I don't want to put this in a mean way, but they just love picking fights with me. Like, they won't let me monetize, they won't let me stand up in my comment section. It's ridiculous.
8th floor.
Big balls.
Big storms.
Big dick. Actually, more like that's the after dark section. Never mind. Big old fucking, I don't know. Big old dicks and shit. Fat bitches. Big asses. Hey, guess what? This isn't a PG event where I have to censor my language like the one in Seattle. So you know what? Bitch! Motherfucking bitch! How's that? Is that better? Bitch! No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it on this floor. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Like I said, dude, I love this artwork, dude. This shit looks so fucking cute. I just want to snuggle the fuck out of it. Oh, now we got a guy with a... Oh my... Yeah, I just good luck, dude. Yeah, good luck.
Oh, he's galloping out of here.
Well, some of us are actually getting out of here. Excuse me. Check 1, 2. Check. Okay. They're testing things.
Woo!
Yeah, those are great.
I wish I had the time to go up and grab my
I'm just going to issue a few words of instruction and warning here. We're going to fire this very lightly, so it shouldn't. I'm not worried, but you might want to not look directly at it. We're going to be firing things in towels and firing t-shirts, which should all be very soft. We're probably not going to fire all the way in the back, so I think it would be good for people to kind of come up into the dance floor area and to get. We're not going to go that far. We have a lot of people, but we have a lot of items. So if you get an item, maybe stay towards the back a little bit. And if there's an item that comes down, please do not fight over it. There's enough for everybody. Everybody's going to get, at the very least, some candy. There's a lot of little contour merch, stars, t-shirts, stuff like that. Everybody's paid. We've got a lot of shots. We're going to keep shooting pretty much until mayhem starts. All right? If anyone needs to stop or is hurt, let me know. I think it should be good. Nothing too hard coming out here. Maybe. You guys are all pretty tight. I'd space out a little bit more, and then if you get an item, rotate out.
Excuse me.
Hello, every pony. Are you ready to party? Woo! There is a lot of stuff here. Who likes candy? Okay, they're just rolling up all the candy. Who likes lollipops? Who likes t-shirts? All right, candy your t-shirt, candy your t-shirt, candy your t-shirt. You're not gonna know. Candy your t-shirt, candy your t-shirt. Okay, we're ready. Here it comes.
You know what the funny thing is? They just launched the cannon. Oh, fuck me. Whoa! Oh, shit!
Yeah, what'd you get? What'd you get?
Get it!
Get it, get it, get it, get it.
Shit.
Shooting pinata. Oh, yeah.
I got stuck. Yeah! This dude's crazy. I got it. I got it.
Okay, here it comes again. What did you guys get? Was that candy? Woo! And what did it come in? Ooh, a bag. Is that a bag? You can put all your candy in the bag and eat all the candy. Woohoo! I think they should just bring me a big pile of stuff and I should just throw it all at you.
Yeah! Oh, fuck yeah, I'm moving up.
What'd you get? What'd you get? Woo! The candy bag! Woohoo!
Oh shit. Sorry.
Who wants fruity toffee?
Oh! Oh, damn. Only one candy. One piece, damn. I gotta get where there's more action. Oh, yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, that's the year we missed too. Well, that's all right.
Is it bad? Like, are people getting mad at this or not? No, it's fine. Put your hand up if it's not okay, just move out of the zone, okay?
Whoa!
It looks scarpy.
Uh-oh. Security. Just kidding.
Who's gotten kind of like a shirt or a scarf so far? Put your hand out.
I'll exchange it! I got a year I didn't like, I'll exchange it.
T-shirts again. Yeah! You gotta go further back, like
Do it. Uh-oh. Why are we all moving back? What's going on? Oh, God. You don't want to go back there. Oh, shit.
Sorry, I think I directly liked you.
Wait, yeah, they gave me a year where everything went fucked up. I don't know, man. I don't know, CJ, my dog.
Oh, I thought you wanted. You know what's so awesome is I'm looking out and I feel like I interact with so many of you today. I know
It's all yours.
Oh shit! I hope that's not on the. I hope that's not on the insurance policy.
also do not make a Hey, this might be my last box. Thank you, everybody. Have the best time tonight. You guys are
Somebody else! Now what?
Did everyone buy a ticket for this event?
Yes!
What ticket? I already want to start. It's all yours, man. I'm gonna do it. Hey, what you want? Hey, there you go. Woo! Grant, you got a shirt. Hey, I wasn't gonna fight you for one.
Oh, that's fire!
I could.
That's better than the one I got. Somebody's gonna get blasted, dude.
Homie, this one. Come on, do it. Hit me.
Do it! I'm your daddy! Go to the chopper!
Yeah, but see, as soon as I move over there, they're shooting back here.
Oh shit! Oh fuck yeah! Oh what the fuck is this? I got candy, fuck you!
No, I like doing that one. Maybe this shouldn't want to do it. Big one.
here somewhere. It spreads.
Oh, he's cooking something.
Don't want us to really hit you? Okay. He asked. He asked, but we are not shooting a t-shirt cannon at someone.
Oh, damn!
Yes, I am here. What, like, bodily harm and kind of not recommended. Concert, I don't really want to clean your blood off my dance floor. I love that band. I know. I mean, Emma Waters is gonna be sick. If y'all want to cause blood on the dance floor, then that's totally fine. The monster's gonna be like fucking raging. Oh, sorry, kid. Well, very raging.
Next thing you know, he's just gonna be like, fuck this, I'm going somewhere else.
The shots provided for this segment have run out. But like I said, we have things that will be throughout the night at the concert. Stick around for the concert, we'll have more really sick merch. And actually right now, before you all go anywhere, we are gonna switch over to what the sing-along looks like. So if you're already on the dance floor, have a seat, everyone. It's circle time.
Circle gone!
That's great, now you got 2 stars.
Actually, I gave it to the little girl.
Campfire!
And then he's like, oh, I noticed you're not blocking low. I said, bro, I'm blocking high and I'm blocking low. I said, no matter what I do, you're either going to shoot magic at me or you're going to keep grabbing me, tossing me in the air, and doing the same fucking combo over and over again. You're spamming. Like, I literally had to breathe before I punched this guy in his fucking face, bro. Like, literally. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day.
I know you're going through a tough time, but we gotta mellow the fuck out. There's no room for violence in this field.
Oh, yeah, no.
There's no room for violence.
Everybody else understood what I was
in a magical event.
You're good. Everybody else. You want me to start making this?
Calm down. So right now they're performing a song about basically people that feel like they're neglected and, you know, they want to end their lives. People that feel like they don't belong and that life doesn't matter anymore. That's basically what they said before I started the recording, so hopefully it'll be really fucking emotional. So the police got carded and then left. That's funny.
I saw them when they came in because I was waiting for like a pizza order at the entrance. And they were just like vibing then when I got my pizza, I wanted to come back in here, and they started moving, so like I followed them into the concert, and then they just like vibed in the back. And one of them really liked Sunny Starscout, which was awesome.
Yeah, Jenna!
What?
Jenna!
Anyone else have some weird things that happened this weekend? What's up? Shut it out.
Some weird guy named Walk about walking to my room this morning. What were you doing there?
I think I was practicing. I don't know, where's your room? Maybe you were in my room, what do you know?
Oh shit.
How we doing, team?
This is nice.
I promise this worked earlier. I heard it. Yes.
The entire Cards Against Ponies panel got
Oh, yes.
weird.
Yes.
How did the entire Cards Against Ponies panel get weird?
Because.
In a safe way.
Yes.
Just a lot of chaos.
A lot of chaos. I'm in.
I'm here for it. Chaos is fun. What fun is there? What's the quote?
What ones are making sense?
There you go. I set you guys up for that. I knew. Hey, Turk. You were around in the early days. Welcome back. Who here's heard a turquoise splash before? If you go back to the early days of the fandom, any song that came out in 2011, 12, or 13 that had an acoustic guitar on it was played by him. That's a true story. You know that. It's just sort of very exasperated sigh behind me. This is fun.
Oh.
A joke?
Yeah.
That's the joke. It's you.
Oh.
Come on, guys, I'm losing them.
Yeah, oh, nerd. I'm just kidding. Yoink, scoop.
We were running on time, that's what happens. If we were running late, it would have been fine. But no. The one you just can't have nice things.
You get one nice thing.
We get one nice thing.
We sound like we
That's
wasted our nice thing.
what happens. Hey, who came out to Mayhem last night? Who here saw Electric Explosion? I've been told that the keyboard that was played during that set last night has been entered into the charity auction for tomorrow. Is that true? So if you want to win that, and maybe an autograph from EK himself, definitely check that out tomorrow. At whatever time it says on the website. Here's a good chance to remind everyone that we are live in Pony.
Oh, fuck yeah! What the fuck?
You all feeling emo tonight? Hell yeah! Let's go. All right. So the next song up here is one of mine. Where are my Stygian fans? Any Stygian fans on here? All right. So this song's about Stygian. But there's plenty of shadows. Let me just get.
Oh, Stygian! Bill Newton, I get it now. The pony has shadows, I get it now. I thought he said stitching. Like I'm fucking crocheting. Luna's best princess!
Yes!
I thought they were actually getting ready. I'm like, shit. Whoa, one of the staff members just cussed over here. All I heard was a staff member over here just yell, oh shit.
And Prince whatever is fucking killing it on a Saturday night, dude. I can't hear shit out of my left side. Oh, I had to step away from the concert for a minute because I think I'm going deaf. And you know, if I'm going deaf, I'm sorry, Grandpa. It's fucking time. It's time to bust out the life alert. It's time to give me that fucking Walgreens hearing aid. Might as well start planning my retirement in a fucking, retirement home and being fed peas and spinach and shit. Just like my dead grandmother fucking 20 years ago. Now I know how most of those Vietnam veterans feel. Because I can't hear shit out of the left side of my ear. Of course, it was my dumbass for, standing close to the speaker. But hey, Prince whatever is a fucking crazy ass, good ass musician. I don't give a shit what anybody says. If I'm gonna stand close to the speaker, I'm gonna stand close to the speaker. If I want to go deaf before I'm 40, well, call me Shirley then. You ever go to an ever-free party room and have like an alcoholic orca drink? Man, I'm starting to feel it. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's a silver ticket from Golden Gates. Quick, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Find me some pussy. Oh man, let me in the fucking elevator already so I can speak the call of my people. Of Tabitha, open! I think they're asking about the vendors and it's dark outside. You know what that means? They're gonna go find some pussy. We're in line for the chocolate room. Or as I like to call it, the Emerson room. Because, we used to know a guy who was a classified My Little Pony schizophrenic fucking dickhead who, I guess just likes eating shit and sniffing ponies' asses. But, we'll just call it the Emerson room. Fuck it.
I like the artwork. It's so fucking cute.
Well, I'm afraid.
What the hell? My liquid's too juicy, apparently.
You gotta do the whole tongue. The whole tongue.
That's it.
Is it really edible? I don't know, man.
Yes, it is lookable. It has flavor.
If you are greedy, you're right hard. Two, like, three, two.
Bluetooth disconnected.
I knew it was an evil trick all along. Man, that got everybody laughing. Holy shit.
So please line up. We have
Does anybody else?
the bar is open with the balloons. They will make you drink.
Ooh.
Please tip, because they did say they will spit in your drink if you do not.
Please, I don't want to go back to working at Burger King. Not that I've ever worked there.
To all of you guys, thank you so much for being part of the fandom. Just thank you so much for your presence, thank you for your person. We love you, you're amazing, you're unique, you're awesome. Here's the BabsCon, here's to you.
BabsCon! 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 BabsCon!
That's it, go back to having fun.
That's why I love this fandom. You can just chant anything and people will join you.
Oh my god, imagine trying to do the intro in Japanese.
Yeah. Sorry, I heard half the sentence.
Me neither. Man. If only Nicole was here, dude. You know, I had the opportunity of talking to her during the bowling alley last year in Seattle. I didn't even know what the fuck I was supposed to do. I didn't even know I could talk to these people until, like, I started hanging around with Jenna Warren and Anna Sani, and we started talking about, like, I don't know, we just had a good time. And Nicole was a one-day appearance, and, well, I fucked up that opportunity last year. Grove Street home.
At least it was before I fucked everything up.
CJ my dog, no! So they have some signage this year for the vendor, the pussy vendor section. A pussy cock balls vendor section. They tell you can't photograph an autograph, which is reasonable because, you know, YouTube's like, oh, you can't be showing pornography on the fucking service. Bet you the guy that's gonna be at TSA, I'm pretty sure he's gonna soil his fucking jeans going through my suitcase. Be like, oh, what's this in the back? Oh. Fucking. He's probably a fucking weirdo too. 50 bucks says he's a chinga tu madre cabrón pendejo. Where are you, Nicole? Where are you when I need you? Somebody's down there laughing at me. I had to do that on purpose. You know, this is the same venue we were at 2 years ago when Nicole Oliver showed up. I had to fucking do it. There was no better way of just letting myself loose. I mean, we're almost at the midnight hour of the final fucking day. Tomorrow's closing ceremony. I really don't want to go the fuck back home. My state is full of stupid ass people.
Well, actually, you know what? You're gross. You're nasty.
It was very.
May the money fly. So I had one more idea as it's coming down to the final hours before closing ceremony. This was the idea for a photo. We just put this thing staring at this. Don't ask me why. It's almost 12 o'clock in the morning, and I've already down probably like 3 alcoholic drinks. Don't ask me why. I'm just stupid. I don't know why. It's just too funny. One of them said he liked Starly. That's where he left off before she had a.
Yeah. One of them said their favorite was Sunny. None of the others answered me or looked me straight in the eye.
So about a year ago. Oh my god. The Burlingame Police Department involved with fucking horse pussy. Oh my god.
This happened last year too. You did it last year instead of me. And last year we had cornhole. It's gonna be messed up. Like Midwestern party games, like hacky sack.
If he was joking or not, but he was trying to say that basically it's okay to fuck a minor, like fuck a little kid. Him. He was saying him and Apple Bloom should like molest each other and like have sex like a bunch of cousin fuckers. I told him that Apple Bloom was like a fucking kid, dude. I was like, you really want to?
Dude, there was this guy, dude. There was this fucking guy who was downstairs, dude, and was excited about incest. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude. And he makes smut and shit fics about the Cutie Mark Crusaders and fucking their parents and whatever, they're like parent and child. And I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
So,
he
basically,
invited us to his Discord server, and it's fucked.
You actually saw his Discord server?
Yeah, it's fucked.
So he has like child pornography on there.
Do I support it? No. Is it fucked? Yes. No, not like child pornography. No, it's just like smut fix. It's twice as bad. Everybody started fucking clapping shit, and then like, dude, I forgot like verbatim as to what he said word for word. But he was like giving out so many good details as to why Buds Bob was like the best of the best and like the most fuckable, and then like and all that shit, and then like when he got to like the craziest thing of what he said, he like mic checked the guy or the chick and dropped the fucking mic. Dude, I was like, you were like, suck my fucking dick, bitch. Just drop the fucking mic. Yeah, everybody laughing. At first, the guy was like, no, don't drop the mic. Those are expensive. He's like, that was funny as shit. Oh, shit.
Alright, so today is the day of closing ceremony. I just configured that tomorrow I have to actually be right out there at San Francisco International at 3 in the morning to get out of here. My plane leaves pretty much at like 5:30 or starts boarding at 5:30. It's unfortunately time to go home, and I really don't want to go home. I really do not. And it's not because, you know, the event, but more so of the state that I come from is full of a bunch of just drug heads and just bad people. And, well, I still got family that I have to take care of. And unfortunately, it's our time to leave San Francisco. And, well, I'm just gonna go around, do some extra footage, some extra B-roll, and, just hope things go well today at the closing ceremony. As you can see, that some of our B-roll might be interrupted. There's some early morning janitors that are doing their things, and probably some early workers. But I'll try to see what I can film. So I think what we'll do is we'll start on the party room floor before heading all the way down. So this is the party room floor. This is where people can go and get drunk and everything. And I think it was all this way. Party floor, because here's one of them. Of course, here's the Van Hoover party room. Means if I can remember correctly, this is where Everfree Northwest held theirs, the people in Seattle that we visited last year with all the Netflix people. That's pretty funny as hell. So, yeah, like I said, there's janitors doing their jobs, so we're gonna have to be extremely cautious where we're filming, just in case. At least this time, during some of this extra B-roll, we actually got a chance to catching some of the artwork, because like I said, it's not officially closed until later tonight, but because I got a 3 a.m. departure, well, technically 5:30, 6 in the morning. Hey, there's some other people down there. This is probably the last time we'll be able to get some extra B-roll footage because of how early Southwest wants us to get the fuck out of here. Look, here's another handout right here. Smash Ultimate, them's fighting herd. So basically, you had to kick your friend's ass or somebody's ass to win a rumored golden ticket or something. So, in case a lot of you people think it's like, oh, it's a convention for little girls, technically, it's not really. It's also a convention for gamers, and we'll also pass that area along the way on our final B-roll here. And then you also got like furry designs and shit too. If I can remember correctly, right through these doors is where registration took place. both Thursday, Friday, and I think yesterday. And here's where you can get photographs and autographs with Andrea Libman and Ellie Ray Hennessy. Those were the only 2 guests of honor that were the most important that they could afford this year. The other ones were Andy Price and Jeremy Whitley. The only reason they could afford, well, 4 guests of honor was because of the massive $50,000 financial situation that struck these people. And I know it sucks, you know, you can only afford 4 guests of honor with the massive financial burden that recently took place, but, you know, what can you do? It's gonna be a fight to put up with, and I certainly hope that these people somehow battle the fucking evils of the financial institutions and get back up on their feet again, because, well, this was their 10-year anniversary and nobody should have to be putting up with that shit. And right over here is the arcade center. Beyond these doors is a assortment of like games and stuff. You got everything from Virtual Boy to Nintendo Switch to Nintendo GameCube to modified Nintendo 64s to PlayStation to all kinds of stuff. Just a wide rainbow and assortment of just video game consoles. Even like early Atari consoles they have right behind these doors. And it's just a wide treasure trove of just stuff that they had hosted this year. The one thing that sucks this year is they have a arcade machine that plays Fighting is Magic, which is like a product that was under a cease and desist from Hasbro, and along the way to getting that arcade cabinet to this event, the machine had actually taken damage. The joysticks got fucked, so they could not basically use the arcade the whole time. But if you see, we were looking for somebody who was doing illegal Super Smash Bros. Tournaments. See, look, enter for your chance to win a golden ticket. These were one of the golden tickets that you can have a $5,000, I think it was a chef from outside the country, cook you a meal. And some other prizes that were involved, some really fancy shit. And but yeah, this is the arcade where a lot of things happen, you know, the Atari, the Retro Boys, the virtual consoles. They even have the Philips console from back in the day where Nintendo had partnered with Sony, or not, sorry, I can't speak. Nintendo had partnered with Philips, you know, the freaking DVD company, and basically it was a big thing back in the day where it was like The Legend of Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon, and that type of shit. This right here is where the private event took place with Andrea Libman and Ellie Ray. As you see, it says private event. Luckily this year, we got to have drinks and dinner with Andrea Libman and Ellie Ray. It actually happened in this area, and it wasn't a big misconstrued situation from what happened a few years ago. And yeah, man, imagine having drinks with the voice actor for Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy in this same exact area. This is where I went to help out those with medically fragile children, charity offices. So basically, I had brought in a whole Frito-Lay box full of items. That big box actually got listed as a silent auction because of how many items there were, but 4 copies of some comic books ended up becoming offset away from the rest of it, and a potential chance that Andy Price had signed everything to turn around and help medically fragile children. So I know the arcade lead said she wanted to raise $25,000 for some medically fragile kids. Let's see what we can raise this year. So 2 years ago, this used to be the area for the CCG, the card games, but this year they are transpiring these areas for, what is this? They're transpiring this areas for all the kids and everything. You know, all the underages, the minors and everything. So they're transpired this whole area for like the younger fans of the show. I don't know what the hell this thing is. This thing looks new. It's like a hydration area for like drinking water or something. I've never been able to figure this fucking thing out. Just as a little bonus, I keep finding these damn things everywhere. Little origami, like MLP creatures. They're all over the place. They were even at the venue in Seattle last year, so I'm wondering if it's the same person. This year, they didn't really use the main area over here for much things, but they did use a lot of these. They used them for like concerts, halls, panels, you know, learn about Luna, learn about Celestia, come and rock out, come and, you know, drop some drum and bass, that type of shit. And then this right here was the info and accessibility. I believe this side was all accessibility, this side was all info. And this was basically for people that needed ribbons, so staff members can basically color code who is who and who needs accessibility from the line, you know, that type of shit. And then here's just, where do I go? What's this at? You know, how's this gonna go on? There's something going on over here. Oh, one of the people that we're supporting this year. Remember how I mentioned about party rooms? Well, this is what I was talking about. This is where people just like anybody else that's at this place can go and get some specific flavors from every single venue. These people, these are the people we went to last year when we hooked up with all the Netflix celebrities and everything. When we ended up having dinner with Jenna Warren and Anna Sani, and Tabitha St. Germain ended up making a surprise return after years when she talked about, oh, I don't know if I'm coming to any more venues. And then she randomly showed up as a mystery guest of honor last year. We had some good drinks with these people during the weekend. Pass it. Here we are. This is where all the fun things happen. And right beyond the doors is where the Lunar and Solar Hall is pretty much at. There we go. Here's one from the people in Florida. This was one of the ticketed events we went to yesterday, where you could buy tickets at this area, which we'll get to in a second. And one of the guys that was at this event yesterday, he was a fucking nutcase. He was literally talking about how he wanted to get shot in the face with a t-shirt cannon. And the executives were like, no, we can't do that. That's too much blood and a lawsuit on our hands, which reasonably so. The guy's an idiot, but at the same time, you know, if you want to get blasted with a t-shirt cannon, do that on your own free time when you don't have kids and an event that's already going through enough, you know, BS to deal with. We don't need adding the hospital bills to that list, please. This is where everybody can go and buy their convention exclusive artwork. And look, they have some old, outdated ones right here. Look, that's what we were talking about earlier last night. She wasn't here at this year's event, but imagine if she was. And then we have Nicole Oliver, Brian Shua, Devin Dalton, Vincent Tong, Jillian Barrow. Man. Alright, so this is where people go buy their normal stuff. Body pillows, plushies, artwork, glass, pins. I'm gonna go ahead and pause my background music real quick. So, this is the area that we had a little bit of trouble with a few years ago. And I don't think I've ever discussed it, and I sure hope to fuck I put it at the beginning of the video, because this is where I fucked up. So, a couple years ago, there was no signs anywhere signifying that there was no photos or videos allowed in the vendor section. And, you know, I got a little pissy about it. But then I started realizing that, hey, I'm in the wrong here and the staff members are right. So, one of the things that I recently learned about this is there is some disgusting ass people in today's society that take a photo of somebody's product behind these doors, and then they turn around and illegally sell the item for an illegal profit, sometimes without the freaking consent of their original, you know, content creator or artist, and they make money illegally off of the items. And I didn't even know that that was a thing. I didn't even know we had some disgusting ass forgery type stuff that goes on where people are forging illegal copies of other people's artwork and then turning around and selling them as a profit. So all I gotta say is, you know, I was in the wrong and these people were right. And I didn't even know that that was a fucking thing a couple years ago. And I wanted to say, you know, even though I did some dumb shit 2 years ago, So I wanted to, you know, give some props for them pointing that out, because I didn't even know that that was a fucking thing, that people do some disgusting ass, forgery ass crap like that. And look, there's the announcement table from all the people we visited last year. Another announcement for the people in Texas that host their own event as well. You have an announcement from the people in Florida that just recently opened their own last year. This is their second year that they're running. They just barely opened a brand new My Little Pony convention in Orlando last year. Might be on these doors yesterday night is what I like to call the clout hallway, where people could go in from 10 to 12 and buy porn. So I'm pretty sure that room smells like, you smell that? Smells like dicks, bitches, and good times. Well, good times if you like letting out dead children. A guy here that's doing his own day spa, like the Aloe and Vera. I don't remember if that's what their names were. I think they were. And he's got his own day spa going here in this area. So, you know, you might be feeling tensed up from the event. The guy will come over here, crack your back, punch the shit out of your ass, I guess. I don't know. He probably charged you something good. I think I might have covered everything from this year's event. I think. I'm still thinking real quick. Because we've covered mostly all the good rooms, the arcade, you know, the halls. Since I don't have an idea and I don't know if I've covered everything, what I will show is they still got a listing going on over here at the Regency. So what I'm going to do is just screen this whole entire thing. I noticed they spelled Golden Gates wrong. They spelled it Golden Gate apostrophe S. It's Golden Gates, not apostrophe S, but I don't run the Regency. I'm not a millionaire with a fucking mansion in Abu Dhabi somewhere. Oh shit, you know what I'm missing? There's a room on the upper floor. Staff lounge. But see, look, they misspelled her name. How the fuck? Why would you do that? Bruh, it's not that hard. All you have to do is just remove the apostrophe and you fix the whole error. But yeah, there's one room we haven't covered yet. We gotta go all the way to the 9th floor. Alright, so we're at the very end of the closing ceremony / day 0 footage. Or not day 0 footage. Early B-roll footage, my bad. And our last stop is all the way on the very top floor. There's one room I forgot to mention, and it's only access to sponsors and staff. And it's down this way. So right here, unfortunately, is our last stop on the B-roll footage. This is the room that hosted the staff lounge and sponsor lounge, both combined into one. They offered some good food. I mean, the hospitality people at Bay Area, they know how to cook, dude. They know how to make some good shit. A quick thing, I know for sure that I said that I was done doing the B-rolls and everything, and that we caught up to everything. Apparently, there's a door that's open over here, and I forgot to cover about these. Apparently, it's different this year, because they got this back here. Hydration stations that are still available. I just struck some gold while I'm over here filming. Oh yeah, this is where they added a photography room recently. Don't know how long ago. But I'm guessing this is pretty new as well. This is what I was talking about earlier at the section at the Sand Pebbles. Was this. These were at the Sand Pebbles a few years ago when we were here last time. But yeah, just in case, I decided to do a little extra B-roll with all the money that we scrounged away from all those dumb motherfuckers in my state. All the drug trafficking state police officers, the dickhead who shot up my job last year. Thanks. You're helping put money in the hands of people that can really use it. I know, sure, hard labor wages and this and that and whatnot, but you know what? In the state that I come from, where you have police officers that are trafficking drugs and child pornography and causing DWI charges, and then the dumbass last year who decided to cause an active shooting over something so simple as a seating arrangement, thanks to all the money that you're helping out with a nonprofit organization that could use it. That could use the help right now. So yeah, really appreciate all that dumb shit. Oh man. Hopefully that $3,000 that I contributed will go in the hands of some people that really need it. It would be a shame to lose another venue. BronyCon in Baltimore is gone. Las Vegas is gone. And this venue came close to closing their doors last year. If it wasn't for that $50,000 that was raised by everybody in the community. May Bay Area stand strong and fight the evils, like they've been doing for almost 10 years now. Because I'll tell you what, I don't know what financial provider tried to slam them with that huge of a thing, but if it's Wells Fargo, fuck them. Fuck Wells Fargo. Trying to take away people's houses and destroying people's lives. May the staff members and everybody at Bay Area, may they fight evil and hope they win. Imagine drinking like a steaming hot coffee and then like somebody turns into Tourette's guy.
Fuck! It's hot! Fuck you, you piece of... Fuck you, you piece of shit! Suck my cock!
So today is the day of closing ceremony. We've been in California for almost 5 days. The first time back in a couple of years. And unfortunately, it is time for us to start heading home. However, I'm not looking forward to heading home. You know... Oh, fuck me. My pussy. I spilled coffee on me. My pussy. Anyways, before I spilled coffee on me, I'm not looking forward to heading home tomorrow, man. You know, back in Seattle, I had gained access to this event's party room, you know, where it's like a 21 plus section where you have to show ID to get alcohol and shit. And Flim and Flam, one of the two, and usually I don't follow for villainy. Flim and Flam basically stated that New Mexico isn't a real state. And I agree, because New Mexico is full of absolutely degenerate, retarded ass people. You have state police officers that are trafficking methamphetamines and child pornography and causing DWIs and shooting at minivans full of kids. And then you have the situation at the Rio 24 last year where a 19-year-old kid brandished a stolen firearm and shot and killed somebody over a fucking seating arrangement. It's... You know, usually I don't agree with villains, but Flim or Flam, one of the two, they were right. It's not a real state. It's a state for clowns, dude. You know what? You also have like a bunch of like crime charges and violence and guns and drugs and child abusers, and it's the most uneducated fucking state in the US, apparently. From what I read, New Mexico is currently 50th in education. And the amount of stupidity that I've seen, I'd fucking believe it. But yeah, that's why I said I'm not looking forward to going home, man. And also, on a side note, so when I had left for Seattle last year, it hadn't even been a week when I got back to ABQ, and some dumb shit already happened. Let me rephrase it. Exactly 1 week after I had got back from being in Seattle for 5-6 days and having dinner with Jenna Warren and meeting all these Netflix celebrities and having a good time and seeing Tabitha St. Germain and Nicole Oliver, a coworker's car had gotten stolen at the job site. Not even a week back from meeting all these Hasbro and Netflix and My Little Pony voice actors. And some dumbass decided to pull the limits right back on the first week when I got back in state. So yeah, Flim and Flam, or Flim or Flam, whoever it is, you know, like I said, I don't follow much for villainy, but that's probably the only time that they were correct that New Mexico isn't a real state. That state is for fucking clowns and retards. Dude, there's this guy that keeps leaving his bag everywhere. You know what would be fucking funny is if I just pull a Carl Johnson. Just be like, walk over there and be like, I'm not gonna do it like intentionally, but I'm just gonna be like, just like go and grab his shit and just be like, looks like you have to buy another one, sucker. Thank you, man. That's going to my collection fund. Carl Johnson, remember that. Oh man, I can already feel it. Post-con depression, man. This weekend we got to meet with Andrea Libman. But the thing is, not this state, not California, but the state I'm from, has some of the most deranged, disgusting, uneducated ass people that I've ever seen. And after the closing ceremony here in California, I really don't want to go home. I really don't. Because the people in my state are fucking stupid. And this weekend, you know, Ardent here and the sponsor lead and Ellie Ray, they're all talking about, you know, you're important and you matter and, you know, you're important to this fan base and you're important to this community and we appreciate everything you've done. Dude, yesterday when I was getting some artwork signed by Ellie Ray, I fucking broke down in front of her on accident. Like, she's such a sweet old lady talking about how you're important to this community and, you know, everybody appreciates everything you've done for this venue in California. And I fucking broke down in tears. Like, I literally cried in front of her on accident. You know what would have been much more crazier this year? Is if somehow Nicole Oliver would have showed up and I would have been sitting at the same fucking table with her, making up for the mistake that I missed out on in Seattle last year when she was a one-day appearance that I should have took the opportunity, but I didn't know you could talk to these celebrities. That would have put this event at the top of the fucking list. But I will put it second in the list because EFNW 2023 was still off the fucking chain. And even though, you know, it was like a whole Netflix celebrity meetup of like 6 of the lead voice actors, including Athena Karkanis, it was fucking intense, dude. All the, like, that guy right there, he's one of the sponsor assistants. He was all checking up on me this morning. He's like, hey, just checking up to see how you're doing and everything, and it was really emotional. Like, I don't think I've ever experienced this type of post-con depression coming from Bay Area, and it's starting to make me cry, man, because literally 2 years ago, we were at this venue, and I was pissed off. I was literally pissed off. I wasn't having a good time. I wanted to go home. I come back a few years later, and everybody treated me like I'm a part of this fucking community, a part of this venue, and oh my god, man. Post-con depression is gonna suck a fat dick. I can just feel it. I'm already starting to cry a little bit because I come back 2 years later and a Netflix experience and everybody's all talking about, oh, you're important to this community, you're important to this fan base, and we love you and we love everything you're doing. And oh my god, man. Yep, here definitely comes the post-con depression. And yes, I am thinking about coming back again next year. This year, everything went better and smoothly and anticipated as planned. It was way better than what we dealt with a few years ago. Like I said, the only exception that would have made it better is if Nicole Oliver would have showed up. This event would have immediately jumped to the top of the list, knowing that I'm sitting there at the same dinner table with a retiree, having fucking dinner and shit with her. And, well, at least Andrea Libman and Ellie Ray showed up, and at least I finally got one of these fuckers after all the work that I've done, and it's honestly amazing. Alright, I heard to grab some of those. I don't want to grab any stickers that are going to give me ligma. lick my ass into a hospital. So the sun is fading fast pretty soon in California. We have 4 more hours until the closing ceremony of the 10-year anniversary. And, well, I couldn't have really asked for much this year, man. You know, the one thing I could have asked for is, like, maybe 1 or 2 things is I just wish that this place wasn't, you know, under a financial situation and dealing with a bunch of bullshit to prevent them from moving forward. And the other thing is, if only Nicole Oliver was here. But you know what? Eventually we'll run into Princess Celestia again. Eventually. Because even though she's been quote-unquote retired from Discovery Family, we ran into her in Seattle last year, and apparently she's one of those people that likes to engage in, like, you know, congregated situations. Not congregated, but, like, you know, she likes to travel and she likes to have drinks and have fun with people. Even if she is retired from the freaking Hasbro show, she's not letting that stop her from going places. And it sucks that she wasn't here this year, but you know what? Maybe we'll run into an old friend again. And, yeah, dude, BabsCon this year was off the fucking chain, dude. And I know I'm touching this thing, but believe me, this little thing is one of the 10 plushes that were handed out this year, and I was one of those 10 people walking around with a silver boy, like a literal expensive $3,000 fucking metal plate that includes one of these. And I didn't just do it because I wanted to. I did it because I wanted to help this event out financially. Nobody should have to deal with a financial situation on their 10-year anniversary. And you know what? If it beats taking a lot of that money away from some drug trafficking police officers and a stupid ass kid last year who caused an active shooting, and putting it in the hands of a non-profit organization that needs the help and raising money for their charity, well, I wish these guys the best of luck with that funding. And hopefully we'll see these guys again next year before we head off to Seattle. You should like fucking
fast the shit goes.
You should like Need for Speed Underground 2 this fucking bitch. Like, dude, this car was like in Underground 2.
Dude, he was teaching me how to drive shift. I'm gonna watch his shifts like because I remember the patterns now. He showed me like all the gears and positions and stuff, so.
I can't drive stick and I can't even jack my dick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was teaching me the formations and stuff. The only thing I need to learn now is the clutch.
Please don't run him over. This is not Grand Theft Auto 5.
Look, he's all looking back. He's like, oh shit.
What the fuck?
We want to build a much better people, and we must do it now.
Don't get Kevin involved. He might fucking start yelling it. Just like he spams the N-word like a fucking Call of Duty match.
Insiders fighting for insiders. Time to stop. Insiders fighting for insiders. More insiders fighting for insiders.
Now fuck that, dude. You'd be probably rocking out the oppressor if we were stuck on this fucking bridge.
Just fly over these niggas and fucking blow them up. Jesus Christ. Oh, look. Old Mustang buddy.
You like your spider webs on your Audi TT just like you like your women?
Shut the fuck up, Herbie. What's up with
you? Got some fucking vagina spiders somewhere? Oh, fuck.
Actually live there.
Bruh. That's crazy. Presidio, San Francisco, man. This is where that fucking Ghost Hunters episode used to be on Sci-Fi Channel.
Bill Park was next to the statue. Yeah, up there. You know what I'm talking about?
The beaner ran the stop sign in a cop car. Excuse me, Border Patrol. Oh, sorry, Bridge Patrol. I can't tell if they both start with a B, just like your bitch. Man, we actually walking this shit now. Oh, penis ass. Oh shit, that's an old ass Wagoner. Holy shit. That was a fucking Jeep Grand Wagoner, man. They need to bring that back to Forza Motorsport, Horizon, whatever. The fucking Grand Wagner. Oh yeah. That's like some Ghost Hunter shit when they used to be on the Sci-Fi Channel. I remember that was like season 2, season 3. Oh shit.
I want to get my brother that.
Oh fuck, there's an Al Capone book on him? Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Bruh. No fucking way.
Freaking.
We're back at it again before we head out of California. Oh, dude. Yeah, this is definitely a much better angle. He took us all the way, I think, over there.
We're all the way over there.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, it definitely could pick up this time. That's definitely Alcatraz Island all the way up there.
Yeah.
I don't have to zoom in that far this time like last time.
Dude, it's so rich in color.
Yeah, no shit.
Dude. Check out this AI picture for Alcatraz, dude.
What? Let's see what you got. What you working with? Oh shit. That's fucking nuts. Bro. No fucking way.
Snap at a better angle.
You're hacking, you're cheating. No, I'm just kidding.
That shit. AI enhanced.
Oh my fucking god. That's fucking crazy. Pro Skater 4 telescope looking ass.
Oh, it's such close.
Bro, you see that building down there?
Yeah.
Fucking Jizzy. San Andreas. I told you all you do was follow the damn train, CJ. I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese. CJ. Oh, my dog! Let's go, fucker. You fuck with my number 9, CJ. CJ, my dog. Oh. Oh, shit. Man, they named a street in San Francisco Octavia Melody. Are you fucking serious? Get the fuck out of the way, you bitch.
Sneak into the bed of breakfast at London and eat for free. I was like when I was younger, though. Well, shit's different now, but... Yeah. Subscribe to my channel, you fucking sexy-looking people.
Fuck you.
Produced by unknown DJ Horde.
Yeah, this DJ over here, he's a musician. He likes, Shut
He was fucking blasting music on his little chair.
he likes touching tootsies with Fluttershy.
Right onto South Van Ness Avenue.
No. Dude, it's got a Suzuki motorcycle. I don't see those normally.
AKA.
He's like, yeah, I like touching tootsies with my wife, faggot. Can you stop touching my hair, Nick? What, being here and fucking? Oh, look at this guy. He's a drughead. Excuse me, kid. You got some money for some crack? Oh, this is fucking ghetto shit.
Yeah, definitely ghetto.
This is like fucking Compton right now.
This is like Philly, like the streets of Philadelphia right here. You got people walking around off fucking horse trank and shit. Fucking ketamine.
Probably digging a syringe out of the trash somewhere. Give me back to the fucking safer part of town. Give me back to the fucking Milo Pony convention in like Safeville, bro.
Look at that black hole art. Oh shit.
I don't like this whole app coming up to your driver's side door.
Then use the right 2 lanes to turn slightly right onto the US 101 South ramp.
Like a spinning thing in the
Oh, we're going back on the interstate again?
Continue on to US 101 South, Central Freeway.
We're going back on the interstate in the middle of Drugville. Nice.
Shut the fuck up. Yep. Oakland.
Oakland.
One of my friends lives in Oceanside.
What are we gonna go see Ice Cube next? Yo, welcome to the West Coast, motherfucker! Yeah, there's a Best Buy out here where all these fucking druggies and shit are.
Use the right 2 lanes to turn slightly right onto US 101 South. Signs for San Jose.
We're going to San Jose now? What the fuck is this
San
shit?
Jose has a lot of good fucking Mexican food and Spanish food, dude. Fuck up.
You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Well, there goes another year.
What is a good year?
It was a good year.
Yeah.
Just wish there was a little bit more on the table, but it was a good year.
Ceremonies, but I want to thank the inimitable, the wonderful, the talented Andrea Libman.
Yeah!
Come on, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. All right, I'll tell her she got 3 standing ovations. All right. Next up, the crazy talented. No, they're all crazy talented, am I right?
Yeah.
Artist supreme, man of pencils and grayscale shading and colors and amazing things. He has made so many beautiful ponies. He is Andy Price.
Yeah! He's already getting drunk during the closing ceremony.
All right, everybody, take it. A man can throw, too. Is there no end to his talent? Look at the air on that.
Wow.
Some of these are coupons for next year.
Whoa! All right. Oh, that one's a throwing star.
Watch your eyes, people. Last one.
Art Ninja.
Yay!
Thank you guys so much. We do this because of you.
Thank you so very, very much. I can't believe that this community has come out of a little show about these pastel marshmallow-shaped colored ponies. You are some of the most creative people I've ever met in my life. That's one of the wonderful things about the community is everybody has some kind of creativity, and it helps feed mine. I love doing what I do for you guys. Thank you so very, very much.
Next up, he wrote season 10, or at least a lot of it.
Yeah!
He's written many of the pony comics that you know and love. He is talented, he's amazing. He wrote The School for Extraterrestrial Girls. He is Jeremy Whitney!
Yes!
Jeremy! Give it up!
Thank you all so much. I love this show. Every time I'm here, it's the most awesome time. You guys make everybody feel super welcome, super excited. I'm always like so happy to be here. It's such a weird thing that 12 years ago I was like a stay-at-home dad and I started watching a cartoon with my daughter that was I had seen way too many episodes of Dora the Explorer. I know that song with that stupid math, and I hate it so much. And flipping through the things that were available, I found
I'm the map.
that happened to have character development, and different things happened in every episode. Yes. And I was like, this is actually good. You should watch this more. And somehow that led to me doing this for 10 years. So,
Yeah!
Thank you so much for being part of that and making that possible. And hopefully I'll see you again out there.
Jeremy Whitney, everybody, buy Princeless. Okay, that book is amazing. Last but never least, because she is a force of nature, voice actress extraordinaire, too fabulous to be contained, Ellie Ray Hennessy.
Yeah!
And that is
Uh-oh. She's gonna be throwing glitter somewhere. Uh-oh. Oh, there she is.
There she is. Uh-oh. What you got behind your back?
Oh, shit.
And she's assaulting the crowd with silly screams. Everybody assaulting the crowd with silly screams.
Oh, she's coming back for more. Brace yourselves.
Good hit directly on her head. Whoever threw that, congratulations. I love you, Odin! Okay, time 2024! You fill my heart with so much joy. Thank you for a miraculous my heart, sugar! That was a cloud bomb of sugar, just like each and every one of you. I adore you so much. Keep the magic!
Bing Bong!
The magic!
Bing Bong!
Alive, and I will see you again. Know that I am hugging you in my dreams every single moment because you make life worthwhile. Every brony, every pony, friendship is magic. Bing Bong!
Bing Bong!
Through the spider web down at the Eagle, the most fabulous bar downtown. So, the current administration has empowered me to annoy you for a minute or two to say a few words on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of BabsCon.
Yes!
Yes!
When I started this little con, so little, if you had told me that it would last this long, I would have laughed in your face.
Yeah.
And you all came here. And you all brought friendship and love and magic.
Bing Bong!
Bing Bong!
And Bing Bong. And for so many years, you have all sustained me. And I hope that we have sustained you and touched your heart and given you joy, because you have done the same for all of us, and for me specifically. Thank you all so much for 10 beautiful years.
Yeah! Do it! Drop the mic!
We love you, boss.
Here's the BabsCon 2024!
Yeah!
10 more years!
10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! 10 more years! Ah, yeah! Oh, damn.
Okay.
Uh-oh. No!
That sound means only one thing.
Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo. I've got the final message for you. Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
What do you get when you put on a con?
Great memories that you can look upon.
What are you getting so sad?
Look at the times we've had. I
really like the look of it. Loompa, loompa, dee. If you have friends, you will go far. You will live in happiness too. Like the Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Doo. All right, thank you all for indulging me there. I'm Ike, your events director, and I've had a great con. It was a huge success. Did everyone have fun? It's been a wild weekend, but I think everything went off successfully, and I just want to take a short moment to thank all the people who helped me make it possible, starting off with our community guests. If you're a community guest, could you please stand up and make yourself known? Can we give a round of applause for all these people? I love to put on parties, but I can't do it without them. Thank you so much. We had a wonderful lineup. If you did a panel or put on an event, please stand up as well. Everyone has contributed to this con. So many people, so many people. And I also want to thank all of my sub-departments. Our arcade is the best. Did you see all the stuff in there? Our cosplay repair, amazing. I had heard so many good things. The cosplay contest was wonderful, a huge success. Tabletop, CCG, and especially theatrics. Huge round of applause. All of the best. I'm someone who likes to put on a wig and grease paint and mix drinks, so I can be hard to get a hold of, but I couldn't have done it without you, and thank you all so much. You made this time amazing. One final round of applause, once again. All right, and next, I'd like to thank my other department and welcome Bolt and Pink onto the stage for the musicians in concert. Yay!
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Bolt the Surfer Pony. I'm this year's concert lead. And yes, speaking of my amazing co-lead, quickly, I would like to welcome all of our musicians back onto the stage. While they're coming out, I want to thank everyone who made our Ponytown starter possible. Thank you to our build team, Cloudburst, Emily Pye, Justin Hath, Raina, Vinehart, Yuki, Fairy Elise, Donnie the Pony, I am Lyra, Izzer, Trish, Gio, Misty Shadows, and Delphinx. And then also Rainbow Company and Industrialists for their help on the development side. The Ponytown server will stay open in its current state for 30 minutes after closing ceremonies. If you want to explore all the hard work that went into it, they recreated our atrium, they recreated several landmarks in San Francisco. It's really awesome. Go check it out, event.pony.town. The server will close at 1 o'clock tonight. Now, as far as the concert site goes, I want to thank again our AV team for all the hard work they put into this weekend. It's alright. The lady this weekend was on point. I also want to thank, of course, all of our musicians for that. We wouldn't have a concert. Actually, I would say without whom our concert would be an iPod connected to some speakers, which is fun. Who all of you attended the concert this year? Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you all for attending the concert this year, whether you were here in main events or watching live on Ponytown. Thank you to my amazing co-lead, Pinkaboo. Who's been help this year and has made my first year as a concert lead that much smoother. She was fantastic to work with, and she wanted to mention a few words.
Yeah, you too could be a musician. We're going to put up that application probably around 4 months before next BabsCon. So give us your applications, come and join us. And the most important thing is come to the fucking concert.
Yeah!
finally, thank you to BabsCon for taking this chance and having me as their concert lead. It's a role I'm very passionate about, and this is my first time doing it for a convention of this size. So it really means a lot to me that they gave me that honor. On behalf of myself, our AV team, our musicians, let's hear it one more time for our musicians. Thank you so much, BabsCon. We hope to see you next year. And now, as our musicians are exiting the stage, I'm going to pass it off to Dusty Cat, who's going to talk about charity.
What, 4 hours?
4 hours. We actually, I just wanted to say, we didn't end the charity auction on time. We ended early.
15 minutes early.
15 minutes early. That has never happened. But yes.
Hey, are you saying that I'm a premature
Donator?
donator? Yeah, that was a donator. Yeah.
But yes, thanks to all of you, whether you were at Crowd Control, Mario Party, in the arcade, or you came to the Four Shock Nail Salon, or you were here at the live auction, you all have raised over $25,000. You are all very humbled by your generosity.
Yes.
It was an honor working with both charities. SF LGBT Center is a wonderful charity that provides so much to the community up here in the Bay Area. And to be personal, Angela's House is a really important nonprofit to me. I've been a partner with them for a few years now, ever since 2020. I started raising money for them on stream as a way to honor my father on the anniversary of his passing, and I found Angela's House in our hometown, and it felt like he guided me to that. And thanks to you all those kids are going to have the best care possible. So thank you all so much.
And one more thing.
Another one more thing?
Yes.
Another one more thing.
I want this person to get the biggest standing ovation because she took on so many things this weekend for you. Charity auctions, running around, taking care of a bunch of stuff that you never knew about to make this con happen. I want a standing ovation for this woman. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all so much.
Yes.
I came to BabsCon in 2015 as my first pony convention. It's where I met some of my best friends that I still have. It was the first time I was in California. It was the pony fandom that got me out of the abusive household I was in.
Oh.
And I'm so proud that I've been part of staff of BabsCon for so many years, and I'm so proud that I get to be with you all on this 10-year anniversary. Thank you all so much.
So for that matter, I will announce that BabsCon 2025 will be the final year of BabsCon.
What?
We have decided that we want to send off BabsCon in the proper way with one final party. We want to party harder than we've ever partied before. We want to party until we can't even party anymore. Yeah! I want to invite each and every single one of you back here next year in 2025 to celebrate our final BabsCon. You bring every...
Well, yeah, man, that's bullshit. The final BabsCon, dude. Oh my god.
Next year. Enjoy it. That's about it.
That's fucked. Man, this is gonna be really, really, really fucking emotional. First thing is I think we beat the amount of footage that we took in Seattle last year. Second thing is, Bay Area just confirmed that next year is their final My Little Pony convention in California. Their final ever, like BronyCon 2019 in Baltimore fucking final. And, oh my god, dudes. It's gonna keep a lot of people awake up at night. At least luckily for me, I got a fucking like early flight to catch, like a 5-6 a.m. flight. So luckily I'm not too, upset about it. Oh, look at this, there's extra con books. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a couple more with me. I'm probably gonna need some tissue, so I might as well. There's no such thing as terrible waste or wasting anything. Oh my god, whose artwork is that? I was not expecting a giant dude's ass with whatever the fuck is going on over here. Do they have any Nicole? Oh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker.
You motherfucker!
Well, fuck it. You know what? Transportation security can suck my ass. I'm gonna have plenty of stuff to take home, and knowing them, they're probably gonna make some excuses like,
oh, there's a zipper that's on the fucking suitcase that doesn't work.
That's pretty funny how my suitcase has no zippers, and yet you talk about how you couldn't gain access to my suitcase. Are you guys really that underpaid from the government that you have to be a bunch of lying dumbasses to fucking waste my fucking time? Because I'll tell you what, you guys are retarded for thinking that a suitcase that has no zippers, or sorry, no locks, calling it that you couldn't get into the suitcase, so I had to take my lazy ass over to the fucking Southwest Department to pick it up. You guys really are a waste of fucking time. Anyways, today was the closing ceremony of the 10-year anniversary of Bay Area Spectacular, and I have some very, very fucked up news. Nothing bad happened to me. It's more so about the event. You guys are probably not gonna believe me when I say this, but during the closing ceremony tonight, the chairman stated that Bay Area Spectacular, Bay Area Brony Spectacular, is going through their very last My Little Pony convention next year. And I'm being dead ass serious when I say this. They literally stated that next April 18th to April 20th at this same location, the Hyatt Regency SFO, they are putting an end to their My Little Pony convention in California. They literally dead ass just said this on March 31st of 2024. They dead ass stated that they're putting one more My Little Pony convention next year, and they are closing their doors for good. And it's really jacked up. It's really emotional. You can see like a lot of the attendees still hanging around doing things, but the event itself is officially over. And the chairman basically stated that next year is the grand finale of another venue in California. There is no more after next year. And you guys will probably see it in the news sometime. Actually, they're busy packing up everything, but you guys will probably see it in the news when they announce it sometime in the coming months that next year it's the grand finale. They're not doing any more after next year. All the other venues I'm pretty sure are still ongoing, including the one in Seattle and Texas. But the one in California basically stated that they're shutting their doors next year, and it's very emotional for a lot of these people that especially live closer to the Bay Area, that enjoy coming here every single year, that have to see one of their favorite venues unfortunately close their doors. And a couple years ago, they had dealt with a $50,000 financial situation which, by the way, I tried my best to help out. You know, I contributed $3,000 this year to help them out. And they just can't get more people through the door. And, well, that plus the financial situation, plus the, you know, lack of attendees, they just basically said, shut her down. So we will be here for the final event in California next year. But I just wanted to give the heads up that Bay Area Brony Spectacular, BabsCon, just basically stated that next year is the final ever My Little Pony convention in this area, in this part of California. And it's really emotional for a lot of people. Well, right now it is 12 o'clock in the morning, April 1st. Unfortunately, this is the day that we leave California. The event is over, and we had received some very emotional, fucked up news. Just to think that we tried to help them out with their financial situation this year on top of everybody else. And Bay Area had basically stated that, you know, next year it's a wrap. We can't handle it anymore. You know, we're losing money. There's not enough attendees. We can only afford 4 guests of honor. We're dealing with financial situations. But you know what? It's a very fucking emotional goodbye if next year is the final year. I mean, they've been going almost 11 years. 11 fucking years. And I'm just speechless, man. I spoke to a couple of the staff members earlier. The guy who's the lead operative for con operatives, he told me he's been crying all day because of this. He could not believe that he put his heart and soul into this event. And just to hear the words, we're closing our doors next year, broke him to fucking pieces, dude. And you gotta remember, he's an army vet, dude. This guy fucking fought for the country, came back, became a part of the My Little Pony fan base, and he was distraught with the unfortunate, just, oh my God, I can't even fucking talk about this, man. We came to this event in 2022, skipped out on 2023 to go to Seattle, came back this year, contributed $10,000 on their 10-year, sorry, not $10,000, $3,000 on their 10-year anniversary. We ended up on the top of the list. We did everything fucking possible to help this event, and it just wasn't enough. And I'm not gonna lie, that $3,000 was probably a lot of money, which I was hoping would help out the venue a lot. But just to hear the worst fucking news that anybody could ever imagine. The My Little Pony convention in California shutting their doors next year. That is some bullshit. And I'm sorry, I'm not aiming it towards the staff, but can you imagine how many people have to travel to Seattle or Texas or Florida or, God forbid, Ohio to go to the next event? Or even Canada, or even Mexico. The one in Baltimore has been closed for almost 5 years now. Las Pegasus has been closed, I think, for almost 12, 13 years. And these people just announced today that they're closing their doors next year. Just because not enough, you know, attendees or financial resources. And so this is where the con ops used to be earlier. And as you can see, there's nobody around. I mean, they still got this event thing from earlier about the Smash Bros, but I really just need to take a seat, dude. Just holy shit, dude. I don't think any of us was ready to hear the words, we're closing the event next year. None of us were fucking ready for that. And I really want to, you know, just come by one more time as like the most expensive sponsor package that there is. And just say my final goodbyes. Here we go, man. The long road of hell. Home of the drugs and the retards. Think will be able to fit. But I mean,
Let's go, Mr. YouTube.
Shut the fuck up. Well, if next year's the last year, we'll be here. Here goes the long road of hell. And all the stuff that I did this year to try to get this event back up on its feet, just to figure that next year's the final year for these people.
Riding on the bus is big sad. Post-con blues.
Yep. Early as fuck in the morning too. It's like 2, 3 in the morning right now on the way to San Francisco International Airport, and we got all the homies on board. What's up? Just in case, because TSA likes to fuck around with things and make false claims about locks on luggage. That's right. They can kiss my ass, because they ain't fucking getting this. Business suit people, right as soon as we leave. So they're talking about the final BronyCon back in Baltimore, and I guess he said, like the hotel block got turned into apartments or some shit, like on West Pratt Street or something in Baltimore or something. I don't know, but for whatever reason, when you Google Map or use Facebook to like location Baltimore Convention Center, like it barely even shows up like half the fucking time. Well, my flight from here to Phoenix is leaving in 35 minutes, and I just broke down at the airport a little bit, San Francisco International, because I'm still here. Next year is the final event in the Bay Area, and I can already feel that there's gonna be a lot of fucking tears, dude. I mean, I can straight up just feel it. And the sad part is, we have 381 days until day 0 and until we're back here again for the next event, the final event in California. Time to go home to all the crooked cops and drug abusers and child abusers and uneducated people, man. We have 380 days until the final event in California. This is gonna be one emotional fucking flight. You know what I like to call a glass of ice water during post-con depression? I like to call it tear juice. Because literally, man, I freaking pulled my heart out, did a lot of things, pulled a lot of strings, contributed a lot of money. I contributed over $3,000 to help out the people in the Bay Area after their financial situation. And during their 10-year anniversary, they mentioned that next year is their final year. They're closing the event down and everything. And I'm not going to say that $3,000 was a waste, but I wish those people the best of luck in life. And you know what? I feel like I need some sad music right now. I need some sad music. Oh, I thought that we had a street race. That would have been hilarious. Can you imagine being an idiot pilot and street racing a plane against a plane? I swear to God, dude, if I'm here another couple more hours waiting on baggage that should have came in like 5-6 hours ago, I'm gonna fucking rip somebody's fucking neck off and I'm gonna shit down their neck, dude. I'm like literally gonna go Full Metal Jacket. I've had enough. This was what I was talking about coming back to this fucking retarded state. Is waiting almost 6 hours for one fucking bag. Like, I'm literally dead ass about ready to rip somebody's fucking head off. Like, I've had enough. Unbelievable. 6 hours for one suitcase to be rerouted. You know what? I'm gonna say some foul words, and if anybody doesn't like what I gotta say, fuck you. Fuck all you bitches! You're all a bunch of child molesters anyways.